are there any truths that we can know in a non-evidential way?
I mean, I don't think that can be a short answer. Because I think we have to articulate what we mean by truth, right? And I know, like, maybe to you that's like doesn't seem like something that we should question, but do you think that like there is a subjective feeling of truth that is more difficult to kind of wrestle with, and kind of an observable objective truth? But even the presence of an objective truth doesn't always rule out the possibility of some underlying truth that we can't observe. Does that make sense? So like, I can understand how things in the world work and I can observe it, but that doesn't tell me anything about the truth of things that I can't observe. And so I guess I would say, I'm not sure I want to answer it. Like, I don't know. I think the idea of certainty in the belief probably resonates. Factually correct is another word we can throw around. But I think it just kind of depends on what you're talking about. If you're talking about things you can't observe, then I would say you probably can't verify the 100% certainty or validity of those things. But subjectively, that doesn't mean they're implausible or even impossible.
So one distinction I would make is I don't think knowledge requires certainty. I think knowledge is justified true belief. So I think we can know things in history. I think we can know things in science. I think we can know things through personal experience. I mean, you talked about your wife and how important she is to you. I would presume, maybe this is going too far, but I presume to say you know that you love your wife. I know that I love my wife. I think we can know certain moral things. I know that it's wrong to torture an innocent child for fun. I know that as much as I know anything that you can test scientifically speaking. So I think evidence is one way we know something. It's an important way, and there's a lot of confidence that comes in scientific ways. But historically, introspection, reason, I think there's a range of ways that we can know stuff just through a different means.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, please.
Do you think it's possible then to know things and feel like you know them, but they're actually, like what you think you know is incorrect?
So yes and no. Because the way you phrased it, is it possible to, if I heard you correctly, is it possible to know something, think you're right, but be incorrect? So to know something is to have justified true belief.
Okay.
So I think you can think you know something is true deeply, but be mistaken about it. So when we take, for example, like martyrs. Yeah, martyrs have to be pretty confident to lay down their life. A Muslim terrorist, say a Christian martyr. Both might have equal psychological confidence. That's where the evidence comes in. Psychological confidence is not enough. You can lack confidence in something and be right. You can have confidence in something and be wrong. What's the difference? Is it actually true, and where does the evidence point towards? So I agree firmly. There's a lot of things I look back in my life, I'm like, I was convinced that was true and was really wrong about that, which hopefully makes me more humble about other things I think I believe are true, that I could be wrong about that. But I don't go so far to say, therefore, I can't know things because it's possible that I'm wrong. I wouldn't take it that far.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree that you can't know things and be justifiably confident in them. I guess the slippery slope then is just sort of, but I also know that I can know things and feel justified in knowing them, but be 100% incorrect, right? Like I mean, we can think of examples probably where people vehemently felt like they knew this to be correct, and they take an action that they vehemently felt was correct, but was clearly very wrong.
Yep.
Yeah, it's interesting.
That's why I think Christian scriptures talk a lot about humility. If we don't have humility and understand our proneness to error, our weaknesses, our biases like you talk about, we're going to do that very thing. It starts with humility, hopefully to know things with confidence.